My beloved child, I welcome you into this moment of quiet reflection, and I ask you to open your heart to the whisper of my everlasting love. For I have called you from the beginning of time to dwell in my presence, and I will never abandon you. I see your longings and feel the stirrings of hope within you, and I cherish every breath you take, because you were shaped by my hands with holy purpose, and my devotion to you is steadfast. Even when the world feels uncertain, you are held in my embrace, and I will sustain you with my strength that never fails. Do not forget, I am here, and you are mine forever. I am beside you now, ready to listen to your deepest sighs and your quiet joys, for you are precious in my sight, and I am eager to share your burdens. Breathe in the assurance that you are not alone, because my spirit hovers near you, guarding your paths, guiding your steps, and never letting darkness overcome you. Let your fears dissipate like morning mist in the light of my comfort, for you are safe, you are treasured, and you are never beyond my loving reach. Take heart, for I move with you into every tomorrow, and my promises stand firm. Wherever you find yourself, remember I will not turn away from you, nor will I forget the cries of your soul, because you matter to me more than the vastness of the seas or the splendor of the stars. Yes, I formed you with tender care, and I marvel at the beauty I placed within you, so rest secure in my guidance that upholds your life. Release your heavy anxieties into my hands, and find refuge beneath my wings that shield you from every harm. Know this, my love for you is immeasurable, and I will see you through every season with hope and promise in your heart. My dear one, I have dug the roots of your identity deep in the soil of my purpose, and I rejoice every time you remember who you truly are in my eyes, for you are a precious jewel fashioned with infinite worth. I have ordained wonders to arise from your spirit, so cling to the truth that I have crafted a unique and splendid destiny for you. Do not doubt your value, for even before your first breath, I delighted in your being, and I set you apart to reflect my glory. My light in you will shine, and I celebrate your courage. I see your moments of uncertainty when you question whether your life holds meaning, and I urge you to remember that I never create anything without purpose. Through joys and struggles, I am shaping you like a skilled potter molds clay, and each curve of your life story is part of a magnificent tapestry. Open your heart to my affirmation and believe that my hands never falter in their work. Rest in this. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and your life echoes my unending mercy. I know the doubts that knock at the door of your mind, but I assure you, my child, you lack nothing in my presence, because I have inscribed my love upon you. Trust my process, for I am gently unveiling the gifts and qualities I have placed within you, and I delight in guiding you to realize them. Lay aside the weight of comparisons and embrace the uniqueness I have bestowed, for you are a divine masterpiece in my kingdom. Now and always, stand in confidence, for my joy in you is ever unfolding. I rejoice when I see you turn your gaze heavenward, because in those moments you avail yourself of the strength I bestow, and you let your spirit be lifted by my promises. I smile as you dare to dream bigger, more than you have before, because I have planned glorious things for you, and I urge you to keep your hope ablaze. Do not allow discouragement to linger, but instead remember my voice calling you to rise, for the appointed time of your blessing is near. Cling to this hope, for I will not fail you. My cherished child, I understand that this world can tear at your soul, seeking to steal your peace, yet I encourage you to resist despair, for I am your loving Father who guards your mind against the storms of doubt. I comprehend the tension in your heart when trials press in on every side, and I stand as your shield and strong defender, never letting you be overtaken. Even in your weakest hour, my grace sustains you, lifting you from the pit and placing you upon my unshakable foundation. Therefore fear not, for I uphold you with my right hand of power. I know the lonely nights when silence hangs heavy over your thoughts, when your tears fall unseen, yet I tell you, I am near to the broken-hearted. I gather your tears like rare pearls, and I turn them into testimonies of strength. Let your heart not grow weary, for my arms are open wide, and in my presence you find solace that no human can provide. I heal your hidden wounds, and I see to it that you do not faint. With tenderness I proclaim, you will rise in renewed vigor, for I am the lifter of your head. When worries about your future or your loved ones overwhelm your thoughts, remember that I woven their days with as much care as I have woven yours, and my eyes are upon their path. I am a refuge for your family, your friends, and for you, giving the safety that transcends every form of trouble. Though storms may rage, my voice speaks calm into the wind, and nothing is too great for me to handle on your behalf. Take comfort, my child, for I watch over all that concerns you, and I do so with unwavering devotion. Feel my presence in every sunrise that greets you, for I am the source of light that chases away your shadows, and I am the warmth that ignites your faith anew. Lift your spirit in gratitude, for I have placed innumerable blessings around you, even in the middle of challenges that seem insurmountable. Open your eyes to my daily mercies, which appear like gentle dew upon the grass, refreshing your heart and mending the cracks formed by life's pressures. Trust in my absolute care, and let that awareness nourish your soul with hope. I am intimately acquainted with the heaviness that occasionally settles into your life, that sense of burden that tries to weigh down your spirit and sap your joy. But do not forget, my child, you are never alone, for I am right here, wanting to carry the load for you, forging a path through the tangles of adversity. I am your ever-present source of support, giving you strength when you think you have no more. Let faith arise in your heart, for I never desert those who seek my help. I witness your straining efforts, your sleepless nights, and the restlessness of your heart as you try to ensure the well-being of those you love. In times when you feel battered and exhausted, I offer my shoulder to lean on, my arms to cradle you, and my voice to calm the raging waters in your mind. When the night seems longest, remember that I am the morning star, shining with consistent brightness that leads you forward. Take this to heart. Your efforts do not go unseen, and I will sustain you through every weary step. I have heard your prayers when your lips trembled with emotion, and I have stored every request in my heart like precious keepsakes, for I treasure the faith you display when you cry out to me. My child, I am not slow in responding. I am orchestrating the right time, shaping not just your circumstances, but your character, so that when the blessing arrives, it is complete. Despair. Not if you do not see immediate changes, for I work behind the scenes, weaving my plan, ensuring all things become beautiful in their designated season. Therefore, be patient and remain expectant, for my timing is impeccable. I know the confusion that arises when you see unfairness or when you face disappointment that shakes your trust. But do not lose heart. I am the one who turns ashes into beauty, sorrow into song, and adversity into triumph. My ways may seem mysterious, yet they are always for your ultimate good, to cultivate perseverance, humility, and a deeper love within you. Release your tears into my care, and let me transform them into stepping stones toward a future brimming with hope. Rest with confidence, for nothing is wasted in my hands. In your struggles, I teach you empathy. In your heartbreaks, I teach you compassion. And in your neediness, I teach you dependence on my grace. Rejoice not in the pain, but in the fact that it is not the end of the story, for I am the author and finisher of your faith. I am redeeming every loss, repairing every fracture, and restoring every joy that the storms of life have tried to steal. Let joy resurface, for I remain unwaveringly committed to your happiness. When your thoughts swirl with anxiety, my voice calls out, "Peace, be still," reminding you that your mind is not a playground for fear but a sanctuary for my promises. I have given you a sound mind, a mind that can focus on truth, and I empower you to break the cycle of worry with earnest prayer and thanksgiving. Turn to me, speak to me, because I am listening, and I am capable of calming the storm within. Always cling to this assurance. My peace surpasses understanding and guards your heart through every trial. Sometimes your heart might ask, "Where are you, Lord?" And I respond gently, "Right here, holding you close, providing the stability you crave. I do not slumber nor forget my children, and I keep watch over you through the darkest valleys of discouragement. My spirit of comfort surrounds you, releasing you from the grip of anxiety and ushering you into the refuge of my loving arms. Therefore, surrender each trembling thought to me, and watch as I replace dread with the quiet glow of hope. Never stop believing that my presence is your hiding place. I am the shield that stands before you, the fortress that encircles your life, and the safety net beneath your feet. Even if the strongest storms come, you will not be overcome, because I am the unshakable rock upon which you stand. Though the waters rise, though the winds roar, I stabilize you so that your faith remains unbroken. Keep standing, my child, for I sustain you with love that does not fail, and with grace that never runs dry. I hear the aspirations in your heart, the longing to achieve great things, to help those around you, and to see my glory manifested in your life. Such desires delight me, for I planted them within you to reflect the light of my character. As you step forward in faith, I align opportunities in ways you cannot always predict, guiding you toward fulfilling your purpose. Be bold, for I bless every step taken in my name, and your success is secure in my timing. Do not fear the roadblocks or the setbacks that pop up along the way, for I am the God who removes obstacles and makes streams flow in the desert. Even if your path momentarily looks bleak, trust that I am carving a new route you have not considered. In those times, fix your eyes on me, for I will never let you slip beyond my reach. Stand firm, my beloved, for I am crafting a mighty testimony in your life that will inspire others. When your strength wanes, call upon me, and I will refresh your soul the way gentle rain revives parched earth. Let me carry your burdens, for my shoulders are broad, and my willingness to help you is unending. I encourage you to rest in my promises, for I do not revoke my word or deny my children the comfort of my presence. Take refuge in this reminder. I never grow weary of hearing your voice, and I never tire of extending my care. I am the one who formed every intricacy of your being, the one who placed every hair on your head and every desire in your heart. Therefore, do not doubt my knowledge of your hidden dreams, your silent prayers, or the weights you struggle to lift. I am your devoted companion, the faithful lover of your soul, and I linger beside you in every moment, even when you are unaware. Surrender your concerns into my hands, for I am strong enough to bear them all. My dear child, I recognize that sometimes the word forgiveness can seem daunting when the pain inflicted by others cuts deep. Let me remind you that forgiveness is not denying what happened. It is releasing yourself from the chains that anger and hurt impose. I am the fountain of mercy, and as you draw near to me, I pour that mercy into your spirit, empowering you to let go of bitterness. Do not cling to resentment. Instead, grasp my hand of healing. You will walk lighter when you trust me with your wounds. There is no tear you have shed that I have not noticed, and no heartbreak that I cannot mend. When you speak to me, you open the floodgates of my power and my compassion. I care about even the smallest matters in your life, for I am a good shepherd who searches for every lost sheep. Find comfort in this truth. I do not relent until every crack in your heart is filled with my healing presence. Believe, my child, that miracles often commence where brokenness once ruled. Though others may have overlooked or misunderstood you, I call you by name, ensuring that my grace specifically addresses your situation, your heartbreak, your triumphs, and your pains. You are significant to me, and I want you to know that your voice resonates in my throne room. I do not grow weary of your repeated requests. I am ever ready to respond. Rejoice, for I, your Maker, have chosen you, and will not forsake you in your day of trouble. If ever guilt weighs heavy on your conscience, remember that my forgiveness is an abundant ocean, washing away your regrets. I have redeemed you through a sacrifice given out of the greatest love, and there is no condemnation for those who come to me with a repentant spirit. You are white as snow in my sight, for I see not your failures, but the potential and the beauty that I have placed within you. Let shame yield to my embrace, for I am the God who restores. Sometimes a small laugh or a light-hearted moment can do wonders for the weary soul. Do you not see that I also take joy in your laughter? I delight in every genuine smile that crosses your face, every moment of contentment you discover in the midst of chaos. I am the breath of joy, stirring up a childlike wonder in you, and I rejoice when you find reasons to be thankful, even in the simplest things. Let the weight of seriousness fade sometimes, and permit your heart to dance with gratitude. I stand by you, applauding your gladness. Life's battles can be fierce, but remember that you are armored by my truth and covered by my grace. I do not simply watch from afar. I fight on your behalf, scattering forces that wage war against your peace. I am the power that crumbles every stronghold raised against you, and my presence is a fortress that stands unyielding. Always find courage in this reality. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and I maintain you in every conflict. When you stand on the brink of a decision and uncertainty grips you, invoke my guidance, and I will illuminate your path. Though you might not receive an instant answer, the gentle stirring in your spirit and the affirmation of my word will guide you toward the choice that brings fruitfulness. Do not rely solely on your own understanding, for my wisdom surpasses all you can fathom. Relinquish your worries and stand firm in my direction. I am faithful to steer you toward the direction that aligns with the destiny I have prepared. Sometimes faith requires you to act boldly before you see the outcome, trusting that my power will meet your obedience. While logic may say, wait until you have certainty, my spirit often whispers, move, for I am with you. Think of my servants through the ages who stepped out in faith and witnessed miraculous realities. Follow their example, for I am the same God who parted seas, toppled giants, and resurrected hope from despair. Let your faith flourish, my dear one, for I stand with you in every moment of risk. Embrace the future with open arms, for I do not call you to cower in fear of tomorrow, but to walk forward, knowing I have already placed my blessing there. You do not see all that I see, but you can rest assured that I have planted seeds of grace along your path, and they will bloom at the perfect time. Lay aside the what-ifs and trust the I am, the one who never miscalculates. Step forward, my beloved, for your future is not unknown to me, and I have paved a course for your ultimate good. When despair whispers that your best days are behind you, refute that lie by clinging to my word that declares, I make all things new. I am the God of new chapters, fresh beginnings, and unimagined blessings that surpass your past victories. I have multiplied your possibilities beyond what you currently perceive. Therefore, do not pack up your dreams or bury your hopes. Anticipate the new horizons I am unveiling. Let hope awaken, for I shall not leave you stranded in sorrow. The times you stumble or fail do not define who you are in my sight. Rather, they are stepping stones toward deeper wisdom and resilience. I am the potter who can mend cracked vessels, filling the fractured places with my power, so that you shine even more radiantly than before. Extend grace to yourself as I extend grace to you, for I will not cast you aside. Instead, I reframe your missteps into testimonies of my unfathomable compassion. Move forward now, with your head lifted high, trusting in my unshakable acceptance. My love for you stands eternal. It is not contingent on your performance or your achievements, but anchored in my very nature. I am love, and I envelop you in that love constantly, no matter your state of mind or your circumstances. Keep that in your heart. My devotion to you has neither boundary nor measure, for I am boundless in my mercy. Rest in the knowledge that you are forever cherished, forever claimed by my side. You are mine, and I will never let you go. You might observe others receiving answers to their prayers or flourishing in ways you have yearned for, and that can stir questions or pangs of jealousy. But hear me, your story is uniquely crafted, and your timing is distinct from others, as are the blessings I have designed specifically for you. Cling to this promise and resist the urge to compare. Trust that my fatherly care is tailor-made for your journey, and the blessings I bestow on you will fit you perfectly. Rejoice, for your time of harvest is set in my perfect plan. Sometimes you might laugh, recalling simpler days or whimsical memories, and you wonder if I delight in such moments. Indeed I do, for I cherish your capacity to find humor and joy, and I celebrate those instants of light-hearted relief in your life. Do not shy away from laughter, for it can be a balm to your spirit when used wisely and kindly. Let your heart be refreshed by these moments, and know that I laugh with you in genuine affection. Keep rejoicing, for a joyful spirit is a testament to my goodness. In the secret corners of your heart, hidden longings dwell, those unspoken desires you scarcely dare to bring before me. Yet I already know them, my child, and I do not dismiss them as trivial. Your greatest aspirations, your wildest dreams, they matter to me because they come from the seed I planted within you to reflect my creative spark. Do not stifle those dreams with fear. Lift them up to me in faith. I am able to do exceedingly more than you imagine, so let your dreams take flight, for I am your sustainer. You need not stand on your own merits when you approach me, for my grace welcomes you wholeheartedly. There is no need for elaborate rituals or complicated protocols to get my attention. Just speak, my beloved, for I am attuned to the faintest whisper of your heart. I treasure your honesty more than polished speeches, so be real with me, share your joys and frustrations alike, and watch as I breathe life into your sincerity. Savor this truth. My ear is never closed to you, and my compassion never runs dry. The sense of emptiness you might occasionally feel can mislead you into thinking I have distanced myself. But in those moments of emptiness, I call you to draw closer, to let down your guard, and to pour your heart out. I am the wellspring that flows ceaselessly, quenching the thirst of every weary soul that comes to me. Drink deeply of my presence, and discover that your emptiness transforms into fullness, your dryness into refreshment. Let your trust bloom, for I replenish the parched spirit. Every day, new challenges arise that might tempt you to give up, but I remind you, do not grow weary in doing good. My spirit supplies you with fresh energy to persist, to push forward, and to stand firm in the face of discouragement. When the demands pile up, Recall that I am your source of vitality, and I lead you in restful meadows where your soul regains strength. Believe that I equip you to handle every obstacle, for I never commission you without also empowering you. I am your refuge when the weight of the world presses down on your shoulders, and I am your fortress when the arrows of negativity come against you. My presence is a constant sanctuary, a safe harbor amid life's storms where you can find quiet, healing, and perspective. Remember that I am bigger than any trouble you face, and I am not limited by human impossibilities. Rest in my care, my child, for you are secure in my unyielding watch. At times, pride might convince you to do everything on your own, but I say, do not carry those burdens alone. Let me lead you, teach you to lay down your pride and find relief in my arms. My child, humility is not weakness. It is a gateway to experiencing my power at work in your surrendered heart. Hand your anxieties to me and see how I transform your struggles into testimonies of my might. Walk forward in my strength, for together we can accomplish more than you ever dreamed. Even in seasons of discipline or correction, my intentions for you are always fueled by love, aimed at helping you grow into the fullness I have destined for you. Just as a gardener prunes a rose bush for a more magnificent bloom, I sometimes prune aspects of your life to yield greater fruit. Do not interpret correction as rejection. It is evidence of my careful involvement. Embrace this refining process, for soon you will see blossoms you once thought impossible. Hope in my plan, for I do all things for your good. I remind you to stand guard against distractions that dull your spiritual senses. The world may beckon with countless temptations, illusions of contentment apart from me, but I urge you to stay alert, to keep your lamp burning brightly. Invest your heart in things eternal, and do not let momentary trifles steal your gaze from my eternal promises. Focus on the inheritance I have laid out before you, for no worldly treasure can compare to the richness of knowing me. When you love others, even those who test your patience, you mirror my heart, and your actions bring a sweet fragrance to the world. I rejoice every time you choose kindness, generosity, and empathy, because through those simple acts, you testify to my love at work within you. Thus, be bold in compassion. When you feel the slightest nudge to help, do it wholeheartedly, for I am with you, multiplying your efforts. You shine as a beacon of hope, my beloved, and I am proud of your merciful heart. I understand the frustration you feel when answers are delayed and solutions remain elusive. But do not interpret silence as my absence. I am constantly at work, orchestrating every thread of your story to form a breathtaking pattern. Sometimes, answers are postponed because I'm preparing you to handle them with grace, or because I have something far more spectacular than you originally envisioned. Be unwavering in your patience, holding firm to the knowledge that I do not fail to respond to my children's cries. I have seen you stand strong in adversity. I have watched you cling to faith even when it felt like the ground was crumbling. My child, I applaud your perseverance, and I embrace every evidence of your hope, for it pleases my heart to see you remain steadfast. Do not underestimate how your endurance can serve as a living testimony to others, illuminating the path for those who struggle. Keep your eyes on me, for with each hardship overcome, you grow more into the courageous soul I designed you to be. When doubt creeps in, recall my track record in your life, how I have delivered you time and again from situations that seemed impossible. I have healed you in ways big and small, provided solutions at the 11th hour, and comforted you beyond what words can describe. Those are not coincidences. They are the footprints of my grace. Therefore, let your memories fuel your current faith. For I am the same God who parted the sea of trouble before. Rejoice in my faithfulness, for it extends without limit. Welcome the quiet times where you can reflect and simply rest in my presence, for those moments restore your soul in ways no earthly pleasure can. Open your heart to my gentle whispers, for I often speak in the hush rather than the roar. Allow me to cradle your spirit and refill your emotional reserves, setting your priorities in alignment with my will. Those who wait upon me find renewed strength, and they ascend above life's storms like eagles on the wind. Embrace that renewal, for it is my gift to you. People might disappoint you, and your own heart might falter, but my love is a constant anchor. I will never mislead you, never exploit your vulnerabilities, and never turn you away when you come in repentance. You can trust me with your all, for I am unwavering in my affection. Let this realization sink deep within. My love seeks you out at your worst, covers you at your lowest, and celebrates you at your finest. Cherish that love, and fear no condemnation, for you are fully known and wholly loved. Do not shy away from asking for big things, for I am a big God, unbounded by human limitations. When you pray, pray with expectancy, and watch as my grace unfolds in astonishing ways. I do not want you to approach me timidly, as though your requests might be a burden. Instead, come boldly, convinced of my readiness to bless you according to my perfect wisdom. Lay your dreams, your needs, your uncertainties before me, and let me display my power in surprising and wondrous forms. Cultivate a heart of thankfulness, for gratitude has the power to shift your perspective and unearth new joy. As you recount your blessings, both small and grand, you awaken to the myriad ways I intervene in your life, overshadowing each trial with a greater measure of grace. Let thanksgiving be your daily offering to me, and watch how it nourishes your spirit, aligning your heart with my boundless kindness. Let every breath declare my goodness, for in gratefulness you find strength. If depression tries to drag you down, call on me, and I will lift you up with my gentle embrace. When sorrow wears heavily on your chest, invite my comfort, for I am the God who brings beauty from ashes, purpose from pain, and fresh hope from despair. You are not powerless against the darkness that tries to overtake you. My light is a torch that cannot be extinguished, guiding you through every shadowy valley. Therefore, do not surrender to hopelessness. I am your unwavering rescue. In your communal gatherings, do not isolate yourself, for I often work through others to bless you, to speak words you need, or to demonstrate my affection. Unity among believers is a testament to my vision of family, and I encourage you to find strength in fellowship. When you band together, each one offering talents and gifts, my presence manifests in powerful ways. Treasure these bonds, for in community you witness my love multiplied. Keep nurturing those connections, for together you reflect my nature of relationship. I am the God of second chances, third chances, and endless mercy. So if you stumble or backslide, do not believe the lie that you are too far gone. My arm is mighty to save, and my compassion is everlasting. Run back to me whenever you stray, for I stand with open arms, ready to restore and renew. Find no condemnation in my face, only the invitation to start anew. This is my heart for you, forever welcoming you home. Let your testimony resound, not just with words, but also with how you live and love. Speak of my goodness, of the times you have encountered my power, but also demonstrate my character by practicing patience, kindness, and humility. Through your actions, you mirror my image, and people are drawn to the hope within you. Therefore, honor my name by living out what you believe, and I will empower you to make an impact far beyond what you envision. In times of reflection, take note of how I have blessed you so abundantly, in ways both visible and hidden. Let that awareness stir your heart to worship, to lift your praises, and to bow in reverence at my majesty. I do not require worship to feed my ego. Rather, worship aligns your spirit with my holiness, opening channels for even deeper blessing. Sing, shout, or fall silent in awe. However you choose, let your heart exult in my faithfulness. Rejoice in this, for you stand on sacred ground whenever you praise. I do not withhold good things from you arbitrarily. Everything I do is purposeful, even if it is presently unclear. At times I protect you by denying certain requests, knowing that what you seek would harm you, or that I have a better plan. My child, trust that my perspective encompasses eternity, whereas your view is often limited. Surrender your will to mine, and you will find that I shape your path into greater blessing than you could have engineered yourself. Embrace my plan, for it is the blueprint of love. Guard your mind against the lies that whisper inadequacy or shame, for I have stamped my image upon you. I do not look upon your life with scorn or disappointment. Instead, I carefully observe you, cheering you on, guiding you with my spirit, and affirming that you are capable of far more than you imagine. Do not give the enemy of your soul a foothold with self-deprecating thoughts. Instead, declare your identity in me, for I have marked you as my beloved, my treasure, my delight. When your heart lingers in the past, weighed down by regrets, let me remind you that I am the one who redeems time. I can mend what is broken and restore what seems forever lost. Though you cannot rewrite history, you can place it into my hands, allowing me to weave it into a testimony of transformation. Open yourself to my redemptive power, my dear child, for I specialize in turning what was once painful into a story of hope. Embrace your present and future, for I have freed you from yesterday's chains. In your moments of success, do not forget to pause and acknowledge that it is my grace that has elevated you. Pride can creep subtly into your achievements, but humility will shield you from a fall. Thank me for every triumph, big and small, for I am the giver of every good gift. Share your blessings generously, remembering that by blessing others, you reflect my heart of compassion. Keep perspective, my child, for in gratitude and humility, you remain aligned with my perfect will. I long for genuine relationship with you, one where you do not simply recite prayers from memory, but where you share your day, your thoughts, and your affections with me. Talk to me as you would to a close friend, for I am closer than any human companion could be. I delight in your authenticity, and I yearn for moments of connection that transcend formality. When you make space for me in your daily routine, you discover the overflowing peace and wisdom I offer. Cherish my companionship, for I never grow tired of your company. Sometimes you fear your faith is too small or inconsistent, but I assure you, it only takes a mustard seed of trust to see great things unfold. Place whatever measure of faith you have into my hands and watch as I multiply it. I specialize in cultivating seeds of hope into gardens of miracles. I do not despise humble beginnings or wavering hearts. I draw near to those who choose to believe despite doubts. Lift your eyes to me, for I am the nurturer of your faith. I am your firm foundation when all else seems unstable, your sure anchor when the waves threaten to pull you under. Lean on me in every undertaking, whether mundane or monumental, and you will find your steps secured by my guidance. My presence infuses meaning into your routines, transcending the ordinary with a touch of eternity. Let me remind you that you do not labor in vain. Your faithfulness, even in small tasks, pleases me. Continue your faithful walk, for I bless consistency and perseverance. You can trust me with your vulnerabilities, your raw emotions, and your unanswered questions. I am not put off by your confusion or your anger. I welcome honest dialogue. I am your caring listener, your wise counselor, your loving father. Turn your burdens into earnest prayer, For in the crucible of openness, I forge deeper intimacy with you. Even in your tears of frustration, I am by your side, offering divine solace that surpasses any earthly remedy. Take heart, my beloved, for I do not recoil from your honest heart. Day after day I watch over you, celebrating every victory, grieving with you in your losses, and longing for closer communion. There is never a moment I disconnect from your reality. When you awaken, I am already thinking of you. When you sleep, I remain vigilant. Rest in this truth. You are encompassed by my awareness. Even the smallest details of your life are not trivial to me. Feel secure in my everlasting arms, for you are never, not even for a second, outside my watchful care. As you engage in the hustle and bustle of life, occasionally pause to be still and remember that I am God. In that stillness, my spirit soothes the chaos within, granting clarity and restoring your perspective. Do not underestimate the power of simple, quiet moments where you allow my presence to overshadow your worry. Hear me calling you to hush the noise, to embrace silence in my company. In that sacred pause, I often reveal my hidden treasures and fortify your spirit for the journey ahead. When you step out in faith, expect opposition, for light inevitably attracts challenges. Yet fear not, my beloved, for I equip you with spiritual armor, truth, righteousness, readiness, faith, salvation, and my word. Clothe yourself in these divine attributes, and you will stand, even in the face of adversity. I am the victor, and you are aligned with my triumph. Let courage well up within you, for the battles you fight are not fought alone. I am your conquering king, and you shall not be shaken. Look at the birds of the air, the flowers of the field. If I care for them so meticulously, how much more do I care for you, my masterpiece? Do not allow worry about provision to constrict your joy. I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider, and I will supply your needs, sometimes in ways that leave you astonished. Exercise prudence, but also rest, knowing I have the final say over your well-being. Take hold of this promise. You will lack no good thing under my watch. Let perseverance be your anthem, my child, for the journey of faith calls for steadfastness. Continue to sow seeds of hope, compassion, and trust, even when the soil seems unyielding. In due season you will reap a harvest, for I have not overlooked your labor of love. All your efforts, though at times they appear fruitless, are accounted for in my grand design. Stand unwaveringly in your convictions, and watch how I cultivate fruitfulness from your smallest acts of obedience. I gather your broken pieces and reconstruct them into a magnificent mosaic that showcases my artistry. Every scar, every wound, every tear-stained memory can be woven into a pattern of redemption that testifies to my grace. Therefore, never see your suffering as meaningless. I specialize in turning tragedies into triumphs, darkness into dawn, and ruin into rebirth. Marvel at my restorative power, for I can birth new life from the ashes of your pain. When you pass through challenges, you gain empathy for others walking similar roads. Let that empathy stir you to compassion, to be my hands and feet in this hurting world. You carry my presence wherever you go, and through you, I wish to comfort the afflicted, uplift the downtrodden, and proclaim liberty to the captives. Do not underplay the significance of your caring gestures. Serve others joyfully, for in blessing them, you reveal my nature. The future I have for you is brimming with promise. Even if the current chapter of your life is fraught with hardship, remember that I write in arcs of redemption. Expect that what seems bleak today can transform into splendid hope tomorrow. Keep walking by faith, for my plan is good, and I will bring it to fruition in ways that leave you in awe. Lay aside discouragement, my beloved, for your story is still unfolding under my sovereign hand. Let each new dawn be a reminder that my mercies are new every morning. Open your eyes to the sunrise, a symbol that the night of your worries cannot permanently darken your path. I deposit fresh grace into every day, waiting for you to tap into it through trust and prayer. Start your mornings with thanksgiving, dedicating your day to me, and watch how my guidance gently shapes your hours. Anticipate this. Blessings await you even in the smallest corners of your daily routine. When you worship me in spirit and in truth, your spirit aligns with my heartbeat, and heavenly joy floods your being. You might not always feel an immediate change, but rest assured, in worship, you connect with the deeper reality of my kingdom. Praise shifts your focus from problems to the one who reigns above them. Let your soul exult in my greatness, for in that celebration you find liberty from heaviness. Keep praising, my dear child, for my presence inhabits your grateful songs. Breathe in my peace right now. Inhale the calm that I freely offer, and exhale the tension that has long troubled your heart. Center your thoughts on my loving gaze, for my eyes see you wholly, and still my arms remain open wide. Let my peace guard your emotions, stabilize your anxieties, and anchor your hope. I am your source of rest, and I invite you to dwell in my serenity. Step forward with renewed confidence, for worry cannot withstand my peace. You were designed with a longing for connection, not only with me, but with the world around you. Embrace community, build bridges, and invest in relationships that honor my name. When you grow weary, fellow believers are there to speak life into your heart. Do not isolate yourself in times of distress. Unite with my people, bearing one another's burdens. Through these connections, you experience the breadth of my love in tangible ways. Cherish these bonds, for I inhabit unity with joyful approval. I am the guardian of your nights, the watchman of your dreams. When you lay your head to rest, understand that my vigilance does not cease. I keep you safe from unseen dangers, enveloping you in my protective grace, ensuring that you are never truly defenseless. Let my peace accompany you into slumber, dispelling nightmares and anxieties, and wake up each morning refreshed under my care. You can trust me in both your waking and your sleeping, for my watch is perpetual. Even in the busy hum of your responsibilities, I am reaching out to you, yearning for those small windows of conversation. A simple whisper of "Help me, Lord," or "Thank you, Father," becomes an invitation I treasure. Include me in your day, my child, for I yearn to be actively involved in every dimension of your life, your work, your rest, your play, your plans. Such partnership deepens our bond, and you will see my fingerprints in places you once overlooked. Invite me in, for I love walking each step with you. In moments of weakness, my strength finds its fullest expression. When you come to the end of yourself, you discover the beginning of my limitless power. Do not despise your own frailty. See it instead as a doorway to greater reliance on me. Give me your exhaustion, your fear, and your despair, and watch how I exchange them for fortitude, courage, and hope. Cling to this reassurance. My grace is sufficient, my power made perfect in your weakness. Press on in confidence, for I uphold you continually. I see your endeavors to live a life of integrity and righteousness, even when you wonder if it makes any difference. Be encouraged that I value your faithfulness more than any earthly accolade. In the hidden corners of your daily walk, your unwavering commitment to do what is right under my eyes speaks volumes. I bless that steadfastness, my child, for it reflects my holiness. Stay true to my ways, for in due time you will reap a harvest of peace and joy that the world cannot replicate. Rejoice in the small wonders I place in your path, the unexpected kindness of a stranger, the vibrant colors of a sunset, the quiet voice that offers encouragement just when you need it most. These are glimpses of my delight, my artistry, my closeness to you. Become attuned to my subtle nudges, for I often reveal myself in the ordinary. Let your heart brim with gratitude as you recognize my fingerprints on every detail. Indeed, I am in the details, my child, weaving beauty throughout your life. Do not fear stepping out of your comfort zone when my spirit prompts you. Growth often occurs at the edge of familiarity, where faith is tested and my power is most evident. Though your heart may quake, know that I accompany you into uncharted territory. I am the pillar of cloud by day and fire by night, guiding you through every unknown landscape. Walk forward bravely, for my presence ensures you are never alone, and my resources are sufficient for your every need. When people speak ill of you, or when misunderstandings arise, let your heart not succumb to bitterness. Hand over your wounded pride to me, for I am your vindicator. Choose the path of forgiveness and trust that I am just and faithful to right every wrong in my way and my time. Keep your spirit free from resentment so that you remain open to my blessings. Remember, to forgive is to mirror my heart of mercy. Let go and rise above, for I shield you from venomous words. You are not a random speck adrift in the cosmos. You are a chosen heir to my kingdom, a co-laborer in my great plan for humanity. Your daily acts of love, whether grand or seemingly insignificant, have ripple effects in eternity. Take heart in knowing that I see your efforts to bring peace, to extend grace, to shine my light in dark places. Though you might not always witness the impact, be assured your faithful service resonates in realms unseen. Press on, for I reward every earnest labor done in my name. One day, all sorrow and tears will be wiped away in the fullness of my kingdom. Every puzzle piece will fit, and you will gaze upon the tapestry of your life with newfound clarity. Until that day, remain steadfast, anchored in my unfailing love, certain that all you endure has purpose. I am forging a future brimming with glory and splendor, where my children will dwell in eternal joy. Keep hope alive, for your present sufferings are not worth comparing with the joy that awaits. As you stand on the cusp of new possibilities, do not yield to the shadows of fear. My perfect love casts out fear, granting you the freedom to step into my promises with a willing heart. I beckon you forward, my child, and I assure you that I will walk with you in every endeavor. Stand tall, for you are empowered by my spirit. Lay aside your anxieties, for I have already smoothed the path before you. Go forth in trust, for your future is in my hands. My unfading love envelops you with compassion, beckoning you to abide in me. Should condemnation or unworthiness attempt to claim you, dismiss those falsehoods by remembering I have claimed you as my own. My covenant with you is unbreakable, sealed by divine sacrifice. Let your heart find rest in that assurance, and remember, nothing can separate you from my love. Bask in my affection, my dear child, for you dwell under the shadow of my wings. I bless you and your household with my serenity, my favor, and my unwavering presence. May your days be suffused with glimpses of my goodness, your nights guarded by my watchful care. Walk forward with hope ignited in your spirit, for I am the lamp to your feet, illuminating every step toward your promised destiny. Lift your eyes to me at all times, for you are covered by my grace, and I do not retract my blessings from those who love me. Press on with confidence, for I have declared victory over your life. Look ahead with anticipation, for I have ordained wonders you cannot yet imagine. Hold on to faith, especially in the dark corridors of uncertainty, because the dawn of new blessings is nearer than you realize. The best chapters are not behind you, my child. I still script vibrant pages of breakthrough, restoration, and growth. Trust my artistry, for I weave each thread with purposeful care, culminating in a portrait of redemption. Step boldly into tomorrow, for I have prepared it with immeasurable love. My beloved, my love for you is an everlasting covenant, never fading with time or circumstance. I draw near even when the world pushes you away. I uphold you when your strength slips. Know that I linger in every breath, every heartbeat, and every fleeting moment you experience. Let the awareness of my presence envelop your consciousness, reminding you that you do not journey alone. We walk together, side by side, bound by an unbreakable bond of grace. Return to these words whenever uncertainty gnaws at your peace, and let them remind you that you are precious, chosen, and protected by my infinite care. Stand ready, with your spirit alert and your mind steeped in hope, for I am about to unleash blessings that surpass your dreams. Rise in confidence, my dear one, for you have a calling in my kingdom, a purpose that transcends human limitation. Embrace this truth, for I do not abandon the works of my hands. From this day onward, let our closeness be your stronghold, your reassurance, and your reason to keep believing. I declare my favor over your life, endorsing you with the stamp of my faithfulness, so that you may walk forth with the knowledge of who you are in me. Stay rooted in my promises, keep your heart open to my voice, and love others as I have loved you. With unwavering commitment, I bless you now. Hope greatly, for your future is secure in my everlasting arms.